It's a brand new beginning. So, I know that Farming Simulator 22 is out, guys. And listen, hello everyone. Hope you're doing alright. And I've not really posted a Farming Simulator video. Posted some music videos. Hope you like them. So I want to say that I want to start doing this a little bit again. I watched some of my old videos a few months back, and I really did miss doing Farming Simulator. And Farming Simulator 22 is good, but I don't think it will ever be the same as 19. So anyway, so what we do this is a new beginning, new map. Obviously, I really do like this map. When I played 19 on my Xbox with my mate, we did a server together, and it was really good. And I haven't posted a video on my PC in a while because basically some file was installing and it went corrupt. So I'm not playing on steering wheel today. I am playing on Xbox controller. So anyway, guys, so we got the Fiat truck. Yes, the good old Fiat. And it's just great. So anyway, so we're in believe this is Ballygreen. This is Ballygreen. Now I do need to grab some fuel. So obviously the fuel's over here. Now I have clocked a few miles on this. Just going back and forths on it, and just driving around the country. So this, it has done well, and I think probably soon it will, maybe in the next year or so, it probably will need restoring again. Now my old farm, I would like to do a series on that as well, but I want to do a new farm series, and then we'll obviously do this. Now obviously there's a KFC here. I'm just going to go and quickly grab some fuel. Hang on a second, my vehicle steering sensitivity is way too fast. Sorry about this. Just fill that up. £318. Okay, right, I'm going to quickly pay for that. Okay, right, I paid for that. So as you can tell, probably the graphics, I'm not sure if my PC has probably got the best graphics. I think it does. I think it does have quite good graphics. But obviously this is Farming Simulator 19 graphics aren't also the best. So anyway, anyway, I bought a farm. I bought it in an auction and I won it. So this is basically the series. Now it's not really been used in a while. The guy who owned it before was an old guy, and he retired and he passed away. He retired from the farm work, but he lived in the house. The house will need to tear down, so I'm gonna have to live in here for a few weeks, sleep on the bed back there, whilst the builders, they tear it down. And it's not far, it's just up the road here. It's the farm that Daggerwin uses in his Let's Play. I really do like this one because I used it on my server and it's my favourite farm. There's also there's a lot of places around here. It's a beautiful place, Greenwich. So here's my house over here. Now people, they turn around in that little junction there, and here's my place. Here we go. Now there is I've heard there is a few vehicles laying around here. I think there's a few cars. Now this guy, he did like his American stuff. And he was like a really cool dude. So yeah, this is my house. Obviously, look at this. This is gonna all need ripping up. So this is a job for me. Because I do want quite a nice modern house here, I think. Telephone pole. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But this, it's all got woodworm on, so we'll have to chuck that. This, probably keep that because that's just the washing and stuff. So yeah, I mean the house, it is quite inside. It's quite there's nothing in there really. It's quite old actually. It's quite derelict in there. Some of the floorboards are missing. There's no carpet, and I'd probably rather have a new house than a really old house. It'd just better. I've heard there's also a little sinkhole. Oh, look, we got a John Deere. What John Deere is this? This is a 1630. Now they did have horses here, but obviously as his health deteriorated, his horses did actually get sold. We got a combine. Oh, look at this. Oh, what's that? I think it's like some vase or something. That's mint. That would be worth going to keep. Don't know what that is. It looks cool though. Got a Massey Ferguson 185 multi-power sprayer. Never seen one of these before. Looks homemade, if I was to, but looks really good though. We got the Bison FMZ, FMZ I think. No. Bison. Oh, I forgot. Some FMZ thing, but like a cheaper kind of combine. Wow. What's this? Is this the... Oh. Wow. That hasn't moved in a few years. Wow. I need to drag this. Well, it's got... Well, this is a Ford Model T, guys, if I was to tell you. 1920s to 30s, I think. Ford Model T 14. Look at that. This is sat here for a few years. That is worth restoring, that. We'll have to do a little restoration on that. Something shining down there. Some rocks over there. I have to go and have a look at them. Something shining in there. Quite shiny. What's this? Oh. 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 Ooh. Yeah. Easier said than done. Well, it's an SS Impala. Suspension looks broke. Oh. I want to get this out of here. This shouldn't belong here. Look how mint it is inside. I'm going to jump in. Look how mint it is. Look how nice. This has been dragged around fields. This shouldn't be in here. What the hell? That is... Gotta drag that out of there, I'm telling you. I've gotta drag that out of there. Look, if we get that painted, that would look so nice. I wish it was Eazy-E's one. It would never be as good as Eazy-E's one though. What's this? Oh, this is this. Wow. Bigfoot. They made a replica of Bigfoot, probably to plough the field. Looks like the real one, but it's not. The real one's in the museum or in the Monster Jam. This is the real. This is like I think this was a replica, very good replica. Gonna have to get that out of there though. Probably sell that because kind of don't need a monster truck. I think that might be it. Oh, that's really nice. Anything back here? Nothing back here. I don't know. I think that's it. Oh, what's this? Oh, a Volkswagen Golf GL. Oh, that's quite nice. That'd be a good little runner for me. I mean, some of these cars. I mean, look how mint it is inside. These are just sat here. This is just. I know it looks like mud, but it's probably a bit of dust. Obviously, you know, it's sat on a farm, innit? So it would probably get like that because it's been on a farm. But if I drag this out of here, yeah, it would look absolutely mint. Take it to a detailing shop. Look how mint it is inside though. Got leather seats in it as well. And it's a bit more of a special edition kind of one or something. But I want to know what this is. I do really want to know. A lizard polonaise. Polonaise. I wonder if it starts. Starts right up. A couple of cranks. I think it's a little bit barged in here with the with this 185. I'm gonna probably have to move this, but this looks like it won't start first time. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, it does. The farm hasn't run in about 6 years or so, 7 years. But these vehicles, they probably did get used a little bit. Like he stopped working about 7 years ago. But the grandchildren, they worked here for about, I don't know, 4 years. This farm closed in 2016. Let's say that. No, 2019. But he obviously owned this place. He actually got this place built. No, it was his grandfather's, I think, and then he got it. He was a grandson, and his grandkids had it, and then they didn't need it, so they sold it. Got like, I think I bought it for like 300 grand. Don't know. Right, this is bugging me now. I really need to get this out. The suspension looks broke. If I can get a chainsaw or something. It's a shame it don't have a hitch on, because I could have used the tractor as well. I don't know, just it looks like it's been here for a couple of years, so I know. There's an alarm. Ooh, that alarm sounds broke. Hang on, pump the clutch and the accelerator. Get the petrol moving again. Look how mint it is in here. It's not like Easy Ease one. It's not an SS. So Easy Ease was a Super Sport, I think, or just no, I think it was just a standard one. Here we go. Oh, close. Try again. Oh yeah. Here we go. And also, what is a lowrider doing out here? Yeah, the suspension's broken. I'm trying to move it. It's broke. What is a lowrider doing out here in Britain? What the hell? What is a lowrider doing out here? Oh, this is nice though. We need to get this fixed. I don't mind. I know the suspension's broke, but I don't care. I'm taking it for a drive, you know. Look at this. Oh, wait, I can actually... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can get the back one down. The back one's... That one works. That one works, but it's just that the right front one that's broken. So that would probably need looking at. Anyway, let's go for a little drive. Should we take it through the KFC drive-through? Oh, that's sick. So I know this isn't probably farming related, but this one's absolutely fantastic. It's got a truck horn on it. Oh wait, I could slightly move. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. So I know I haven't uploaded in a while, guys. It's because I just haven't really had the time to upload. I know I've been busy singing and with music and stuff, and I feel like I just enjoy the music stuff a little bit. Now, if I was you guys, I am not really a fan of KFCs, but KFCs, they do... Oh yeah, that one is working now. I think it's probably because it was cold for all them years. Anyway, let's take it through the drive-through. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, look at the... Oh, oh, look at the wheel. Right, let's stay low. And low. Oh yeah, man. The Still Dre Day. AK. Now we're gonna we keep it on the lock. I'm not gonna order anything. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah. Oh, actually, what is that? Can't read that. Doesn't say. Anyway, let's just take it through. Oh, hello. Yeah, I just wanna... You wanna jump in? Do you wanna jump in? Yeah, do you wanna jump in my whip? Yeah, I'll take you for a drive, woman. Yeah. Oh, you wanna get in? You wanna get in? Oh yeah. Right, see you, girl. Oh yeah, man. Do you wanna jump in? Oh, this is sick. Anyway, guys. So let's get back on with this. Oh, that's sick. So I don't understand. I think the guy who had it before me, the guy, who originally owned this car, I think, because obviously this was made into a lowrider, so this would have been probably imported from America or something. I know, but I tell you, actually, before I do, I'm gonna actually get a photo of it in front of KFC quickly. Just do the suspension like that. Just a quick picture of the Impala in front of in front of the KFC. Let's get another pose as well. Yes, quickly. If you do that, right back up in it. 9.5 plus 4 penny. Add that up. DRE, right back on top of things. Smoke some with your dog. Yeah, I know. That song is a very great song. Some of that real sticky yicky. Oh, we put it in the air. Well, he's a fool, DR. Ha ha ha. 1, 2, right into the foe. Easy motherfucking E with your chrome shit dome. So yeah, this is just look at that beast. Look, I know it's a bit of a wreck at the minute, but it's good. Right, so we'll just keep on going. Oh yeah, look at the lead. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's an oncoming car. So from in the hedge, I probably should not be driving this on the road because it's not the hydraulics, because you are allowed to drive them on the road, but it's just like because this car hasn't been checked over. I mean, it's 90. It's MOT exempt because it's 57. So I'm allowed to drive it. So I'm not doing anything wrong. So I want to yank that Golf out of that shed and take it for a little spin. Seems like a really nice car, you know. Oh yeah, 62, man. Add an extra 2 on 4. Oh god. Oh, we lean then. We did lean. So yeah, I think I will keep the garage here, the house, so I can park this in here and stuff in there. Or I could get a very nice Amish kind of garage with shutter doors. We'll have to see, because if we can't get that garage door off, because obviously this is Farming Sim. I know Dagwin did, but he modded the door on. But we'll have to try and see if we can get a garage door put on there. I don't care, I'm having this at the front of my house, you know. Actually, no, I don't want to get it stolen. We know what Greenwich is like. I know it's a countryside, but things can happen. If you watch Dagwin, things can happen. Things can get stolen. Trucks can get stolen and be flipped on their roof. Right, I want to have a look at this Model T then. Because if we can get this going, that would be great. Let's try. And I might tune this up to make it a bit faster as well. Oh yeah. First start, man. I know you have to crank it, but I think this one's got a electric ignition actually inside it. This one's had some mods on it, but I think I might just make it like original. Oh yeah, very slow. Wow, so I bet this was the Grandad's before. This definitely wasn't this Grandad. He obviously got this, but this is worth some actual money, you know. If I mint this up, if I brush paint it with some 2-pack paint, restore the wood at the back. The wood actually isn't too bad condition. It's in quite good nick. A tow hitch has been put on there with a little joint on there, so we can that'll be handy because if we need to tow some trailers. Them lights, I'm not sure if they are original. They might be a mod light that's been put on there. The wheels, they normally get woodworm in them. They aren't too bad. The interior, it just needs a good clean really. It's quite scratched up. I bet this hasn't run in about 3 years. And it does sound a bit rough in that engine. But all in all, I think it'd be quite good. So, I don't know what this car is. I really don't know, but it might just be like some kind of like... We need to come up for a name with it. Just a Polonaise. Anyway, Volkswagen Golf. So, look how nice it looks. Look at the wheels, man. It's only a GL, but look how mint the interior is. I think this will run straight away, you know. It seems like a mint car. Sounds like a tractor. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. Steering. Got the nice Mark II. We got the GTI dashboard. Oh, it's a GTI interior what's been put in here. That's weird. So, oh my, them brakes are good. What the hell? Oh my... Jesus. Puh. He's put Lamborghini brakes on this. Oh my. This is like that Skyline that DMO DJ went in with that guy. One of the fastest ones ever built. And the Japanese built one. It had Lamborghini brakes on. Them brakes are exactly the same. Jesus Christ, they are good. So what engine is in this thing? 'Cause this is definitely not a normal GL. This is just not a... Jesus Christ, this seems rapid. It's like a sleeper. Jesus, this is so fast. Oh my god. This is not your normal GL. Not your normal 4-door GL. I'm telling you that. Jesus, that guy stepped out in the road. This is not your normal 4-door GL. I'm telling you right now, this is not. Just know this. Right, I'm gonna take it for a pull on this road here. Oh, I'm telling you, this is not a GL. This is something else. 50 miles an hour, sorry, I'm looking at the kilometres. 78, 80 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour, come on. 90 miles an hour, 100. That felt faster than 100. I know I wouldn't lose control on the steering wheel. Oh, that's why, look at the dash. Oh yeah, but this is a Mark II dash. No. Oh no. Because if it's a GL, it wouldn't be a 16 valve though, wouldn't it? I think this is just like a little rep. Because I need to see what engine's in this. I haven't even lifted up the bonnet. But the B&B. Oh, I could stay here for a few nights, you know, instead of camping in my truck. But I don't know. I don't really want to pay the money. So I do need to find out. Now, one of his cars, obviously, I need to make a decision, because what I could do is take all these vehicles over to to Six Ashes, which I probably am going to do, and then have this farm, because we'll have this as our we'll get some workers out on this one, because obviously I do like Six Ashes, and I want to have it as our main farm, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to Six Ashes now in this, because the thing is, there's nothing really over at Six Ashes. It's just like there's nothing in the sheds. So I'm gonna drive there, and then you'll see. We'll transition a video, and you'll just see, like, because obviously, you know, Six Ashes, it's just a lot nicer than this map, you know. But we'll have this. We could sell this farm. I don't know, but for one thing, I think Six Ashes is always going to be my favourite map in the game. But this is so fast. I'm clocking 140 kilometers. I should be doing 30 by the time. Oh shoot. Right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go to Six Ashes. So I'll be back like as soon as I can. Okay, so basically, I'm here now. Just we had to just pause the video a minute. So it's been a while since we've been here, guys, and I'm quite happy. There's no cars here, because I have got the Piaggio, I've got the Fiat, obviously we've got that John Deere over at Greenwich, and I'm probably going a bit too fast down this road. So anyway, so there's no vehicles in the hedge, nothing, I've checked. So we're back here again, where we started. So if you want to know, guys, so my original series on this was 50 years of just dust and being forgotten about. And basically there was a bunch of trees and we cut them down. If you see them 3 trees, there's some of the trees that were here. There were small saps at the time, but because it's been a few years now, they've actually grown. I'm really glad to own this place again. And I know we did do a first series on the computer with the big house, but I'm kind of going to forget about this and move on to the actual original series that we moved on to, where we didn't remove any of the trees around the edge, even though I do want to do that. But it's just like, guys, you know, this place, it kind of just like, if you was thinking about me on YouTube, right, you think straight away, oh, it's Six Ashes. Yes, he's the Six Ashes guy. He plays Farming Simulator 19. You know, he does good role plays, and like, this place is just, I feel really great. This place has brought me here, and if I wasn't making this video now, I wouldn't still be making videos. The whole reason, guys, I'm doing this video is just to tell you guys that this place is amazing. And I went on holiday, and I need to post a video. And I did see a Piaggio, and you know what? It's such a cool vehicle. Looked around, and there's nothing to them. It's like my Reliant. It's just a piece of plastic. But the Piaggio, I think it was metal. It wasn't fiberglass. It was very thin sheet metal. Now, do you remember we had a very small field here? Now I kind of want to make the farm how we originally had it. So what I want to do is, because it was nearly a year ago that we did this, 2 years nearly actually, coming up this year, and I wanted to try to create and redevelop our original farm. So we did have this terrible little field here, that taken actually quite a long time to grow. We had I need to try and remember, we need to make a better path. I kind of rushed it a bit last time. There was chickens somewhere around here, but I think I will have the chickens up here, probably here or something. Here's the shed. Now I don't want to separate the house. I'm gonna get rid of this green farm place, this potato one. I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't use it. It's useless. It just wastes space. I don't know how to potato harvest. The house I'm gonna knock down and obviously build a nice modern place. This shed, you can just stay here because it's just one of the original ones. This, I don't know what this really is going to do, but I am going to keep that. I'll probably keep this in here. I might actually use this as like my daily. We have got, oh yeah, by the way guys, if this is like a clover Like, this is just not part of the video, but if you haven't noticed, I haven't posted the Mazda. It's because I did sell it, because we bought my Reliant, and so I sold it to basically make some money for my Reliant. But the Mazda was a bit clapped out. So yeah, it was the engine that I just sprayed WD-40 in the engine to cut down the carb, because it was a carbed engine, or I had to throw a bit of petrol down the engine to basically so it can drink a bit of fuel so it can start. So I'm glad I haven't got that thing now. So but you know, at least I've got a Reliant that me and my dad are restoring. So it's a lot, and well, I wouldn't say a lot safer, a lot more dangerous, but it's worth a lot more money, and it's, you know, it's worth 20 grand. He's a 21E as well, and I just realised, because there's a little clip on the front for the light, and it's got the special paint job, so I will make it Del Boy style, but I've got these Lucas spotlights actually off a rally car, but they're like the ones they used on the Reliant, so I'm gonna have them. They are Lucas. Oh, hang on. They're Lucas. Hang on, guys. I know we're moving off the gate, but I'll tell you, they're Lucas 20s. They're really good. They are slightly old. I don't know where I got them from, but they are nice, and I think they've got a nice cover on them, and they will go very nice on my Reliant. So anyway, here is the shed. Many things have happened in the shed, and the thing with this farm is, I don't want to make it over. I mean, I wanted this, the biggest farm in the world, but obviously I know that, you know, I was, what, 12 when I started, and I'm 14 now, so nearly 2 years ago. And if you think about it, guys, a farm this size, an English farm, it wouldn't be the biggest farm in the world. Obviously, as a grown-up, I've understood that actually, I know this is only a farming simulator, but for me, this is like an actual thing. Because when I leave school, I want to work on a farm, and I want to post videos. And, you know, this is what I want my life to be about. Just this. And I know I try to add the fun parts in for you guys of the car racing and stuff, because, you know, I am a motorhead, and I just want to tell you just, you know, a bit about myself. I do like cars, and, you know, I can drive cars. It's fun. You know, I can build bikes. I'm actually restoring. I want to do a video on that. I'm restoring a GT BMX that I bought off Marketplace for £20. It's got a good story behind it, but I won't tell you because I don't want to spoil it for the video. I have stripped it down to a frame. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I think what I want to do, probably strip the paint, repaint the frame. I want to just make it look new again. It's a GT Gentro. I think it's like a 2002 or 10. I think it's a 2002. It's a really nice bike, but it's a bit old, rusty and cranky. So I want to probably do a little video as well for reference, so I can remember how everything goes, and I want to rebuild the full thing. Obviously, bits that I can't get to, like the pedal thing, but just bits that in general just don't understand. Obviously, you know, I'll leave them, like the pedals. I don't know how to strip them. And they're fine anyway. The bearings don't need bleeding in them. I probably might I've bled a little bit in the headset, but that's good. So anyway, So I think, guys, I have made the decision that I think we are gonna do it on this, and I'm happy to do it on this. Now, over here, Dennis. Now, do you remember I said to you that Dennis lived here? Well, he did sadly pass away. He was 75, and he lived a very good life. He had his yard up there, and he said when he died to me, he said, you know, obviously before he died, the last time I seen him, I come round his house and he was like, I've got cancer and I'm gonna die soon. And he didn't have the greatest of money, as you can tell. He just has his door with a smashed window. It's like, because you're a good friend, you can take my yard with all my scrap in, you can use it as a storage bit. So I don't know what I'm going to use, but I don't know what they're going to do with the house. It is quite a nice house, to be fair. He did let me have the keys for it, so look, same shed as mine. I think it's the same kind of year as my house, but it is quite a nice house. So sadly he passed away, and I don't know what's entirely actually going to happen with his house, but obviously this one, sorry, his farm, but he never really did it. He just owned it. He bought it so he can sell if it was like a little, if there was a problem. This house, I don't know what's happening to this. It's like a old council house or something, I don't know. Now remember this little bit here. It's all memories, and remember how we ploughed this up a year or so ago, 8 months ago. Well, that is I still think it is a good idea, but it's all time consuming. That's the only problem with it. And there's actual fields I can use, but you know, try and save a bit of money. This is quite good, and I never did get to do that, so maybe someday I could do it, probably with quite a big tractor, but I don't know. Do you remember the amount of times remember the day that I tried to see where I could sell the bales, and I ended up, because I just wanted to take the Piaggio for a quick test. It's just all nice memories that we can remember. And I know this video, it started weird, but I wanted to come here because, you know, I know it was an hour's drive from Greenwich. That's the only problem. It's an hour away. But, you know, that little Golf GL, you know, it actually driven here quite well. So, I think that's a keeper. But, I might sell some of the equipment, like that yellow car. I'm not sure about that. I don't really like that. I'm going to sell Bigfoot because I don't need him. Even though he's quite cool, I think I'd rather buy myself a brand new case quad rack. I do need to probably pay for that to be fixed. Looked a bit damaged, but because it's fallen, I've basically, what happened with it, I knew that was there, I didn't want to tell you guys. What happened was, there was a little, so they were ploughing the field with it. Obviously they dragged the plough up, but they left it down. I don't know why they left it down. It's because the monster truck was way heavy, and they probably need another kind of monster truck to drag that out. And then obviously we need to fill that in when that's gone. We do need to fill that in with some soil. So yeah, guys, it's just that's it really. I just wanted to see you guys, see how you was doing. Come here, this beautiful place. And I think, you know, guys, I think this is my life spot really. It's such a nice place. And do you want to know, actually, this place is actually a real place. It's not far from, it's in Gloucester, and I would like to come here one day. There's the pub, which is that pub up there. Like to go for a meal up there or something, and we can do a vid. I did want to come here for my 14th birthday, but I might come here next year because it's just fantastic place, and I'd like to see a farm, which, you know, what the actual farms look like. You know, what tractors do they use around this area? What are the crops like? But obviously that is a few months away, and I think it's about an hour and 10 minutes away, 20 minutes. So not too far away from my house. So we are going to demolish this house because it is the wrong way. I don't really like the house design in this. It should probably be going straight like that. It should be a forward house, and it sticks out way too much. Like when I'm driving in here, I like to probably go here, this way. I know it sounds a bit picky, but so yeah, it served some years, but I don't care. So I've got to pay for two. So I've got to do this farm up. Most importantly, I might just do that farm up, sell some of the machines. I do want that 185 sprayer though, that's fantastic. Restore some machines. I'm keeping that Model T, I'm never selling that. I'm keeping the Lowrider. I'm keeping the Golf. Keeping the John Deere, that'll come handy. But I do need to get some new stuff eventually. Can't keep running on all the classic stuff, but I will keep the classic stuff because, you know, it's good. I still have my old Ursus. I'll never sell that thing again, and I did buy it off the old people. It's just like I've got it in storage at the minute. Just a truck come and picked all the vehicles up. I think the storage is near. I think it's near Birmingham, something. I'm not sure, but I know it's not far. But it is an hour or so. Because obviously there'd be no storage units out in the middle of the countryside. So yeah, I think that's it really. Well, anyway, guys. Listen, I know this video wasn't really much, just driving around, exploring the farm, but I've got to, you know, head back to Greenwich, because obviously I've got to sort everything out there. I've got the feet up there, I've got to sleep up there tonight. I can't sleep here, haven't got anything here, but I just wanted to come back here because I wanted to take a little trip down memory lane because I love this little old place, and I think, you know, this place it really is the correct place, you know, for farming sim. Obviously, if they do bring this place out on FS22, I think I will probably do some let's plays on it. But I want to do, I think 19. It's just I know for me. I do actually enjoy 19 a bit more than 22, and I think, you know, look at the old place, and I think 19, it's a lot more, you know, for me, it's more of a memory because I can, you know, Greenwich, I know it did come out before this, but you know, this place, it's a memory for me and I like it. So, you know, when I'm about 40 years old, and like when, you know, or when I'm about 30, and, you know, or something like that, and, you know, my kids are about my age, 10, 12, and we'll show them this and I'll go, I used to play this when I was a kid, my age. I used to really like this. This was my favourite game. obviously my favourite game. Oh yeah, by the way, we will be seeing my summer car let's plays as well, because I got that game now. But I know how to play it, but it's a hard game. So anyway, guys, I've got to pull in this for some gasoline. So there'll be a video soon, possibly tomorrow. So I will speak to you guys later. Bye.